Hello guys, so in this video we will understand how to make a real car, or it looks like a real car. So for now, if we see our car, it looks the graphics looks kind of okay and kind of good. So the car is good, but the motion we have seen, or the movement of the car, it is not like a real car. It looks like we are dragging the car. The it's going front or left also, it is being dragged, not moving. So today we'll try to do that. We'll try to make the real car. So this was the asset that we downloaded, and inside it has a prefab folder, and this was the original car that came with this asset, and I created a duplicate of this car, and then I have made lots of changes like change the color, change the glass color or material. I have changed wheels rotation, and also uh, I have added made a few more changes, many more changes, and now this car moves like a real car. If I move the car, you can see that the wheels are also rotating, and now the car is not getting dragged, it is moving. So this is my car, which is moving like a real car, and we'll see how from the set that we got, how to make it a real car. So for that, I'll duplicate it by pressing Ctrl D, and it, it has this default name, which is car original car 1. I'll change it to, maybe I'll write it Newstein car. Yeah, I'll give the name of original, call it Newstein car. So now we have three cars. One is the original that we got. This is this is what I made from the original car, and I have created another duplicate of this car. For now, I will just disable this car and add this car to the scene. Okay, instant car, drag it up. The car wheels has got some rotation. Okay, so what we have to do is, there are two concepts. One, I have some bunch of code, which is car controller script, or the code that will make it a real car. This is the script, simple car controller, and there are few concepts which are simple. So there are some concepts here which we have not covered yet. So maybe we'll check the code, or we'll understand the code later. But for now, you can assume that this is the code that I have to use, or we have to use, to run the car, or to make the car move like original car. And there is another concept which is called wheel collider, a special kind of collider which are made for the wheels only, which is provided by Unity. So we have to use that collider. Now what we have to do is, we have to make our car something like this. So this box you can consider as a car body, and on the car body we have a wheels object, and on the wheels we have four wheels, front two and back two wheels, and all of them are empty object. Wheels and front left, front right, back left, back right, all are empty object and empty game object. On the empty game object we have applied wheel collider. So we have to create something like this from this car. We have to do something like that from this car, and then all these empty objects will apply. Uh, we will add the wheels. So the body will be the car body, and all these four wheels. So we'll create empty objects, and inside this we'll add the original wheel as a child object, which is what I have done for this car also. So this car, if you can see that, this was my original car. Let me enable this. This is my original car, and on the car I have created a wheels empty game object, and inside this empty game object I have added four empty game objects. And the position is important. Their position is same as the wheel position is. So the position of these empty objects is same as the wheel position, and on all of them I have added a wheel collider that you can add from here. You can search for wheel collider and it will come up. So wheel game object I have created in this, it has four childs, and all four child are empty game objects, and on each of them I have added wheel collider, and I have moved the original wheels that the car has inside this child. We'll disable this again. This is our Newstein car. So I'll add a empty object. We'll name it wheels, and inside this I'll move all four. So I'll go to the prefab mode. First I will apply the override so that it will add the wheels in this prefab. Apply, and then we'll go to the prefab mode. I will make all the changes in the prefab mode so that it will be applied everywhere. So in the wheels I will move all of them. Okay, so I moved all of them inside this wheel. Now what I am going to do is I'll create an empty object in this, maybe give some gizmos to it. So you can see that this child is inside the front wheel. Let's name it FL, and then I'll move the FL outside, and then make the front wheel child of this FL by dragging and dropping. So now we can see that we have this child object FL, and we have this FL object, empty object, and inside this we have a child object which is this wheel. Same we have to repeat for all the other cars. Okay, let's do it.
Empty object, name it back left wheel, move it out, and then move the okay. Same for the rest two cars. Child object, name it FR, then move it out, and then make this child of FR. And for the last wheel again, create empty, name it back right here, move it out, okay, and then make this original wheel child of this wheel.
Okay, now what we have to do is, with this setting, I'll select all the childs, and I have to apply wheel collider on all of them. So I selected all of them, and then we'll search for wheel collider. Now we can see that the wheel collider size is higher than the wheel size, or which is larger. So I'll reduce the radius, so I'll make it 2.5. I know the value, so 0.23. Sorry, 2.3 fits better, and this is coming down of the wheel, so we'll change it this again 5, and this fits better. So with this, now if you see that the wheel collider, so it has lots of things. It has a mass which is kind of weight, so 20 kg weight is fine. Radius I have set. It has some suspension, spring value, damper value, suspension distance, and all these things. So it has some default value, and which is okay for now. With this, we had the car which has a box collider to it, applied to it. I will resize the box collider also to the better fitting. Okay. Uh, One more thing, we might have to correct the wheel orientation. It should be going straight. First, I'll fix this. So, okay. So this is fine. On the top, it is missing. So maybe we can add another collider on the top for the top part, or with maybe a capsule collider, we might have a better fitting collider. Box collider is not better fitting, but for now we'll ignore this. In the rigid body, this mass represents the weight of the car, and which kind of it's representing 1 kg. So I'll make it maybe 1600. Okay, I will remove this script which is car auto move from this, and I will add a script simple car controller. Now in the simple car controller, it has exil info. We'll set it to 2. As soon as we set it to 2, we have these 2 windows, and here it is. It needs wheels details. So since we have 4 wheels, so I have set it to 2. I have to assign left wheel, right wheel, left wheel, right wheel for the front and back. If we are creating a car like truck, sorry, vehicle like truck, and also it might have more than 4 wheels, so we have to accordingly set the value. So if it has 8 wheels, I will set it to 8 and then set all these values. So okay, this is back left, front left. So front left, I will assign to the front wheel. Front right will come here. Also, in most of the cars, we have motor on the front wheel, and also steering controls the front wheel. So I'll check these boxes. For the back, it will be unchecked. So the back left, assign here. Back right will assign here. Not assigned. Okay. Maximum torque. So how fast the car will move. So I'll make it 400. How much the wheels will rotate. So max angle will set it to 30. Also I'll fix the rotation of front wheel. Front left rotation. This is coming from here. We'll make it 0. And the front right, it also has some rotation. I'll fix it 180. So now the rotation will be 0. Our car is ready. I think it should work fine now. We have everything set. Let's play the game. Okay, I'll move the car, and we can see that now the wheels are moving, and the car is not getting dragged, but the car is actually moving like a real car.